Hello everybody. I'm going to be sitting here trying to talk through the Guardian Druid talents. I'm going to build a Guardian Druid to do the normal and heroic 5-mans that are on Alpha. I cannot wait to see these 5-mans. Before I do that, I'm just going to go over a couple things. Who I am Wubs. I run a small, tiny Mythic Plus community on Storm Rage. We do keys about 4 nights a week. Most of my players play a lot of alts. Most of us are burnt out from raiding, so we just do Mythic Plus. It's much more casual for us. We have a great time. I've been playing Guardian Druid since Season 3 of BFA in Keys. I have recently given up on Guardian Druid. I am not playing Guardian Druid in Season 4. I'm not going to get into Blizzard absolutely gutting the class or anything like that. It's not just that. It's maybe I've just been playing Guardian Druid too long and now I'm getting interested in other tanks like Protection Paladin and Blood DK. I mean, Blood DK is the top right now, and I play a lot of tunes, so it's really easy for me to switch to something else, especially when Guardian Druid just feels so bad right now. Um, there are several things that make Guardian Druid feel bad right now that seem to be addressed in these trees. I don't know how it's going to play out. We're going to see. I'm going to try to build the Druid like I enjoyed playing it in Shadowlands. Um, I like spamming Thresh. I like spamming buttons. Anytime I get to hit the same button like over and over and over and it's amazing, I like doing that. Um, the other reason why I'm doing Guardian Druid is because I don't have the add-ons, and I feel like I'm going to be a little blind to certain things for like Paladin and Blood DK. I'm gonna do all of them anyway, but for now, without add-ons, the best thing for me to do is to play Guardian Druid. It's the easiest to play. It's the easiest to execute, in my opinion. And I don't need a whole ton of add-ons to make it work. Just to see what's going on in the content. If I'm trying out a 5-man, I don't necessarily want to think about my class. I want to think about what's going on in the instance. So I'm gonna try to make it as like brain dead as possible. With that said, there are some talents over here that I specifically asked for during the Shadowlands beta that I did not get, but now they're here, and I want to take them. So that's the kind of stuff we're gonna do. So we're gonna start with the Druid Tree first, right? Uh, Obviously they give us this. We need these for tanking, right? I absolutely want this. Anything to make my healing better. I need something to press when I'm not spamming Thresh. Iron Fur is a must take if you're tanking. This is just flat bonus. I'm not coming over here. I'm really not interested in going into cat form at all. So things like Maim, Feline Swiftness. Let me turn some of this down. So if you're playing bear, you're obviously just taking these, right? We need one more point to put somewhere, and this may seem like a good idea, but I don't know that I'm ever actually going to cast that. Uh, I'm assuming because it doesn't say anything that I can cast it in bear form, but I don't know. Uh, we will see. What I'm more interested in getting is down here, which is Typhoon. Blast targets within 15 yards in front of you with a Typhoon, knocking them back and dazing them for 6 seconds. This is great. And I need to get to here. So we're going to come up here. I'm probably never casting Starfire. Well, wait, because now we can come over here, right? Reduce more damage. Yes, we want to do that. What kind of tank would you be if you couldn't kick? This is your kick. So now we have 8 points. And this is where we're going to come back up here. We're going to pick Star Surge, even though we're never going to use it. I mean, I do jump into Boomkin form to try to, like, slam some deeps, but I don't know that it ever actually feels good. We'll see. So this says increases the range of all your abilities by 5 yards, and I'm assuming that that's Thrash also. Man, dude, these evokers are all over the place, man. Okay. I'm not going to take Hibernate, right? But I do want to take Typhoon. Alright. And I think I also took Sunfire. We need 3 more points here, right? Oh, we are definitely taking Dash. Wild Charge. I'm going to take Sue. Now we have 11 points down here. Being completely honest, I mean, Heart of the Wild would help me do damage in Boomkin form, but I don't really want to be doing all that. This isn't that great. I would love to help my healer with Innervate if I can get this. Also, this one here, Ursul's Vortex would be good, or Mass Entanglement. When you combine those with Typhoon, it's priceless CC, right? So, I am actually going to take Sunfire. This, which many people don't know, is actually a conduit from Shadowlands that is completely broken. When you fall below 40% health, you cast Frenzy Regeneration up to once every 2 minutes. I think when you put 2, it goes down to 1 minute. This is just free healing that is exactly when you need it, exactly the heal that you want. And if you actually cast Frenzy Regeneration, you'll have 2 rolling on you, right? So we're going to take Incapacitating Roar because, again, Mythic Plus, right? We can have the Rogue that's probably in our group or the Monk do the single target stun. But I'll take Incapacitating Roar. Well-honed instincts. Again, we're just skipping all this here because I don't want to play in cap form. Not necessarily trying to like heal everybody, but I want to help my healer, right? Some of this here is not stuff I'm overly interested in. Yeah, this I definitely want. I mean, raw stats is always good, specifically when you're switching forms. Giving me the correct raw stat is great. And then see, I got like a couple points. It's like, I mean, what do I do here? You're right. This is what I'm doing here because, in fact, I mean, I would even want to take it out of somewhere else. I don't know why this has to be 3 points. But this is a problem of Druids right now on live, is that we don't have any magical damage reduction. What is magic damage and healing increased? But still, I want this because of what we're about to get into on the other tree. Just flat percentage damage done is usually better than stats. Okay, so what did we get here, right? We ended up with Typhoon. We got a little Boomkin Boom, right? Sunfire. Innervate for our healer. Raw stats, right? And this broken talent right here. Oh, it doesn't go down to 60. It only goes down to 90. Still, it's still so good. It's just too good. Incapacitating roar is. I just like that over the single target stun. Okay, so I took no end cap talents here, by the way. Uh, Again, when I'm in bear form, I'm not necessarily trying to shift around, and that's what these do. And I'm also not trying to sit there and pump heals. But I want to let somebody else do that. So it's just, I don't know. Not picking an end cap talent sort of feels bad. I don't know. Anyway, Ma. We have to take that, right? We're definitely taking this too. This is our defensive that we press all the time. We're taking Bramble. More healing on ourselves. Mango and Maul. So here's the thing with Mango and Maul, and this is the problem in Shadowlands 2, is like our single target sucks. And yes, there are talents we could take that make our single target better. Not great. And on top of that, when we're tanking Mythic Plus, we don't necessarily want to like delve into that, right? We want to keep threat, and we want to make sure we're doing AoE damage. It's not. I'm not sure what the answer is, and maybe it is in this tree, because as we can see when we go into some of these other talents, it might work out a little better, but I'm just unsure. So we're going to take this passive, mostly just because all damage taken in bear form reduced by 10%. But Move, Fire, Soothe, Corruption, Rebirth are all usable in bear form. That's all mighty important, right? Even though we didn't take this, remove Corruption. We probably should, but I don't know. I mean, that's a commitment, right? And this Swift Mend is a commitment I don't want to make. I don't want Swift Mend as a bear, for sure. But I definitely want this. It just feels weird. Also, this doesn't say Rejuvenation is castable in bear form. So, rep. Definitely want Berserk, right? We definitely want to be able to hit Berserk and spam Thrash. Now, currently on live, in order to do that, we need to take Incarnation Guardian of Ursak, right? But that's not the case here. We can take normal Berserk, and we can spam Thrash and have a great time. That's what we want to do. That's what we're doing, okay? We definitely want 2 charges on that, okay? Now, here's where it feels weird, because I want to get over here to Twin Moonfire. That felt good on Exploding Weeks. And when you're playing Mythic Plus, like being able to just like spam Moonfire on one target and have it spread around feels great. I know it's not even the most optimal, right? You want to like jump around with it, but that's not so bad. We also want to get to this Galactic Guardian, right? So let's. Again, I don't care about this too much, but I think we have to take it. Let's go this way, actually. Thrash has 10% chance to trigger an additional Thrash. This is the legendary that we have. Well, it's half of the legendary that we have right now that we use. So I want that. When you deal direct damage with Thrash, you gain a charge of Earth Warden. So this is actually the talent that most of the druids stopped taking at the beginning of Season 3, because there was another talent that competed with it that was going to make Thrash better. But this is why we started dying, was because we didn't take this. And most of us went back to taking it pretty quickly This is probably one of the best defensives for bears, like, ever. This is so under talked about for what it actually does. So we're for sure taking that. So this is going to change this berserk to also include increasing haste by 15%, reducing the rage cost of Maul by 50. Increasing haste by 15% is also what's going to make our next set of choices important. Because Moonfire scales with haste, and that's what we want to do. We also want Moonfire to help damage dealt to us. So again, we want to get down here. We have 8 points to do it. What are we missing down here? Well, let's just do this. And this is making it reducing the cooldown of Frenzy regeneration by 100%, meaning you can spam it if you want, and the cost of your Iron Fur by 50, which means you're still spamming it because you probably have a lot of rage, right? Especially if the cooldowns of Thrash and Mangle are reduced by 100. Wait a minute, and Growl? Oh, really? I did not notice that before. Being able to taunt multiple targets. Oh, that's good. I mean, it's good because I have DPS to pull threat off me because they don't wait. And this fixes that problem. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, that's so good. Okay. So yeah. So this is giving me the bear form that I want, right? This is... I can spam Thrash. It's going to give me haste. And it's going to let me heal myself. And put up a bunch of Iron Fur so I can take all kinds of damage. Right? I kind of want to get here. Right? But then I have to commit to this stuff. And I only have one more point to spend here. See, okay, so this vicious cycle, this is probably what's going to fix the single target problem. Mango increases the damage of her next Maul. Maul increases damage of her next Mangle. Stacking by 15%, stacks fit. Increase the damage of your next Mangle by 15%, stacks up to 3 times. So your rage bar is probably going to give you enough to do either one of those 3 times, and then switch to the other one for one that's like souped up. But I mean, that doesn't seem that great, right? And then here we go. Here's the other part to this that probably makes this better, right? Auto attacks have a 20% chance to empower your next Maul, stacking up to 2 times. Powered Maul does another 40% increased damage. Reduces the target's damage to you by 15%. Yeah. Okay. More crit on Maul. Again, this is... Maybe if I was raiding, I would be more interested in this. Whereas raiding before usually included all this. But I think that's because we had a legendary that made it good too. Alright, so we just want to put a point somewhere here. I don't want to play it with that stuff. Let's just put it here, even though it's 2. So now we have 10 points. I'm actually concerned with the range of Thrash, because there's things over here that are making the range of Thrash bigger. Are all my attacks bigger, and then this one's going to make it even more bigger? I feel like I'm just going to be pulling shit through the wall. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen these. Okay, so here's the other part of the legendary that was important that I had in Shadowlands that I definitely want to get to again. I don't need to go all the way down here. I mean, we did. We used this because it was a talent, but I don't necessarily think I need it. Because I'm doing the Moonfire one, right? But I want my Thrash to give me a shield, for sure. That is so good. Reduce the cooldown. Give us a shield, right? Now I have 7 points. And again, I want to get to this. This. Just for the 30% maximum health. Should be great, right? Can we get there is the question. I like Free Iron Fur and Frenzy Regeneration. I used this conduit before, but I don't feel like I need it, right? Increases armor. I mean, that makes my cooldowns. This is the one here. This is why I feel like maybe these talents need to be here and these talents need to be here because it feels weird that I have to go all the way over here to get these and then this is in the middle pulling me back over here down here, right? And this is why I want this too, right? So at this point, I have crazy amounts of Frenzied Regeneration. Frenzied Regeneration cannot consume a charge, and I can just press it again if I want to, and it stacks. While that's healing me, I'm going to have Moonfire doing damage on multiple targets, healing me. Circle Life and Death, of course we want that, but honestly, I think this is what we want here. But again, I'm not getting to these end caps like at all, but I don't even know that I care. Again, shifting out of oh wait, hold on. Shifting out of Berserk before it respires. Okay, so this is like the nonsense that they put on uh, Ashen Hollow that ruined it, right? If they stepped out of the Ashen Hollow, they got some of their cooldown back on it, but that shit never worked out, and it literally ruined Ashen Hollow. It's not necessarily something I want to like do with Guardian for sure. But I can see, okay, I'm never taking Convoke. I hate Convoke. I'm one of those weird people that just hate it. Just the randomness is bad. And though this does take some of the randomness out of it, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I don't feel like I've really ever enjoyed Convoke as Bear, except for the Naya Soulbind and getting the bonus stacks of the infused grove or whatever. I forget what it was called, but like that's why I wanted to press Convoke, not because of the random spells. I mean, maybe if I played Resto, I would have wanted it more, but it, I just never liked it. Um, so I can see that Convoke taking that, but again, I'm not taking Convoke, and I'm not gonna take this for sure, right? I would like to take this, but reducing 2% damage done to me doing 2% more damage as opposed to 30% more arcane damage and I'm healed for it. I don't know, man. Pulverizes a single target. I don't want that. I like reflecting damage, but I don't necessarily have a use to be immune to all CC either. I mean, that's situational, right? And this is weird that it's not tied into Berserk. Uh, I think I'd rather have that. I like this talent, but where it is, I'm never gonna get there, right? I mean, I'm already not taking end caps, so it just seems weird. But this is the build that I want to play. And yeah, I'll leave this up here for a couple seconds. It's going to take me forever to set up these buttons. I probably won't be doing that on stream, but this is going to be the build that I use when I tank my first 5-mans in Dragonflight. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget I usually do this on Twitch. You can watch me at twitchtv.wallbubs.